You type a problem into an AI, hit enter, and wait. What you get back is often a wall of generic, filler-heavy text that doesn't actually solve the issue at hand. It is easy to look at that dull response and blame the algorithm. Because these models are probabilistic, it's common to assume that the outcome is a matter of luck. If you get a bad answer, you just got a bad draw. To fix this, most users try to force a better result. They write massive, multi-paragraph prompts, or they rely on libraries of magic prompts that promise better results through sheer length. But there is a simpler way to gain control. It's called role framing. It works by narrowing the AI's focus to a specific area of expertise before it even addresses your question. An AI is not a slot machine. The words it generates are a reflection of the specific parameters you set at the very beginning of the session. Let's look at how this works. To start, open a standard AI interface and prepare a real-world problem that requires a solution. Draft that problem into the text box, but do not submit it yet. For this tutorial, we'll use a common emotional hurdle. I feel bored and depressed on rainy days. What shall I do? If you send this as is, the AI defaults to acting as a generalist. Since no role was defined, it tries to provide an answer that would satisfy the broadest possible audience. The response usually consists of low-value advice. It might suggest turning on lights, making a cup of tea, or reading a book. While these suggestions are technically correct, they rarely drive action. They are platitudes, not a functional system you can actually use. To fix this, move your cursor to the very top of the text box. Create empty space before your original request. Now, explicitly declare the role you want the AI to play. Type, "Be my coach." This instruction changes how the AI processes requests, activating attributes associated with coaching, building systems, setting rules, and asking probing questions. Defining this role narrows the range of words the AI considers. It prioritizes the logic and vocabulary of a professional coach, making the resulting advice much more directive. This persona frame controls the behavioral model for the entire interaction. It is the most significant lever you have for improving the quality of the answer. You can tighten this control even further by requesting a specific output structure immediately after you define the role. When you dictate a structure, you eliminate the AI's guesswork regarding how to present its information. For example, if you are working with a coach, you might ask for a 60-minute timeline. If you are using a critic, you would ask for a teardown. Combining a role with a structural requirement creates a set of constraints that the AI must follow during generation. This turns abstract text generation into a predictable process. You are providing a blueprint for the AI to fill in. Now, execute the framed and structured prompt to see the difference. Compare the results. The unframed response is a disconnected list. The framed response is an organized plan with distinct categories. It includes a 60-minute reset timeline and sets strict rules like avoiding app drifting. The tone is also different. It uses authoritative language, framing the session as coaching rather than just offering friendly advice. Finally, notice how the AI ends the interaction. It asks a targeted follow-up question about whether you feel overthinky or numb, a technique used by coaches to personalize the next step. The problem didn't change, and the user didn't change. The superior result was achieved solely by taking control of the frame. A general prompt invites a generalist answer. A framed prompt sets the stage for a specialized professional response. To get more reliable results, use this formula. Define the role, specify the structure, and then state your base request. Try this with a different task today. For instance, have the AI analyze a draft email you've written. Assign it the role of a tough critic and ask it to identify weaknesses in your tone. By applying these frames, you move from reacting to random AI outputs to actively architecting a response that fits your specific workflow.